return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you wanted to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. This is 2nd and 8. A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
23 yards on the play.
First down, Tennessee.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, for the Titans in 2023, they figure to be a team that battles for a division title. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point, Charles. What do you think needs to go right for them to win the AFC South?
I think some retooling, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And when you start with the offensive line, their pride and joy, they've got to rebuild that part of the team because that's the engine that makes their offense run. Everything comes off the fact that their offensive line usually controls the line of scrimmage.
This one downfield to Burks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the bar. launches one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, Titans.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Saints, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints, nothing.
Carr now on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr completes it. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 60 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
What now?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Touchdown, Saints. Foster Moreau, 28 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. After the penalty, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Willis now off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
More the motion man right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr now on first down.
Into space at the 45. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally down at the 9-yard line.
White Monday down. Low, low, low. Ready, 9. 7:34. Express.
Carr to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week.
Derrick Henry all alone.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You're mine.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. He's still on his feet. Touchdown! Jerome Johnson, 58 yards. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second down, here's Willis. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr now to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
6:37.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here we go. Set.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, it's Willis. He gets it to Burks again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Running right through it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Henry bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And we'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Kamara on the read option. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Titans are right back in this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
70. 19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, right?
Willis. And that is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Willis to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Pass to 60, pass to 60. Buffalo 18.
To throw, here's Willis. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Willis to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on the first throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Down inside the 20. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Willis. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A give to Camaro running right. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Camaro. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Express, 734. Express.
Now Carr. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Look at him go inside the 30. And he's going to score! Oh, my goodness, he returns it all the way.
Brought it all the way back.
This game is tied. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's 1st and 10.
6-18.
Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Carr. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
That's caught inside the 20. taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is good. The rookie in his first NFL game hits it as time expires. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build